the most commonly misunderstood texts in the Bible is Luke 17:5-6. The apostles said to the Lord, "Increase our faith." And the Lord said, "If you had faith like a grain of mustard seed, you could say to this mulberry tree, 'Be uprooted and planted in the sea,' and it would obey you." But what does it actually mean? Many take this as a blank check for miracles, but in context, Jesus is teaching about something far more practical and far more difficult: forgiveness. Just before this, in verses 1-4, Jesus says, "If your brother sins against you 7 times in a day and turns to you 7 times saying, 'I repent,' you must forgive him." It is in response to this command to always being willing to forgive that the disciples cry, "Lord, increase our faith." Because as anyone knows, forgiving people who sinned against us is hard. But Jesus doesn't say they need more faith. He says they need the right kind of faith. If mustard seed faith can do the impossible, uproot trees, move mountains, then how much more can it empower you to do what is commanded? If great faith could do a miracle, then even the smallest real faith can obey a command, especially the command to forgive. Jesus is arguing from the greater to the lesser. If small faith can do the supernatural, then surely it can do the simple: to obey, to forgive, just as we've been forgiven. So Jesus isn't telling us that we should be able to move mountains. Rather, he is rebuking the disciples' unwillingness to obey his command to forgive. Essentially, since Jesus responded to the disciples' unwillingness to forgive by using the analogy of the mustard seed, making the point that it is not a matter of big or little faith, it is a matter of obedience to Jesus' command as stated in Luke 17 verses 1-4. Jesus then drives the point home even further by giving another analogy in the next verses. Luke 17 verse 7-10. "Will any one of you who has a servant plowing or keeping sheep say to him when he has come in from the field, 'Come at once and recline at table'? Will he not rather say to him, 'Prepare supper for me, and dress properly, and serve me while I eat and drink, and afterward you will eat and drink'? Does he thank the servant because he did what was commanded? So you also, when you have done all that you were commanded, say, 'We are unworthy servants. We have only done what was our duty.'" The point Jesus is making is this: it is not about big or small faith. It is about obedience to the Lord by forgiving. The passage does not say we must or can do miracles, but rather that we must be faithful servants of Jesus and forgive those who ask forgiveness. Subscribe or follow for more studies like this into the most abused or misunderstood passages of the Bible.